bigger problems. This fight is definitely something of a clusterfuck. Chest is just way too well. Come on. There's so much going on. He is so aggressive. He does not seem to care to break off for the other targets. He wants Aloy, Aloy, Aloy. He's huge. He's fast. He can lunge across half the room. He can breathe fire across half the room. He has so much armor here. Here are weak spots. He's got one on his butt, too. It's not that his weak spots are mysteries. Hey, we did get a save with the weapons. I switched something. What about the outfit? Oh, it kept me in the Silent Hunter. For some reason, switching the weapon. What updated the save? What updated the autosave? Maybe it was crafting a pouch upgrade? Tabbing over on the quick menu.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Are you firing or what? How much does this take to charge? What the fuck is this weapon? Never mind. Scratch that weapon. Scratch it. Ice Lance. That was horrible. Shots have a long charge time. Yeah, really long charge time. Art Evil, yeah, thanks for that run. Hadn't thought of that. Get up! Get up! I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it for a second. I don't know if it's doing anything. No, it's not. Not enough. Mods so that it's faster. It's a good idea. There's really so much going on that I am not yet in any kind of comfort zone with this fight. Now, okay, I don't have to be in a comfort zone for a fight, but fuck, I gotta be able to think enough to learn from my own failures. Now, too many of my trap blast arrows have been going in his chest. I want his shoulders, and any other on his back. We want to expose that. Yes, there are yes, there are armored pieces popping up. Yes. I wish there were more. Shit! So hopefully we're not going to be here for hours. I don't think we're going to be starting Assassin's Creed today, after all. It's scheduled for Tuesday. I added it to the schedule today, thinking we'd wrap this up in 3 hours. We're closing in on 6, so we're going to finish this, and this may take a while. Can you work only one place like the leg and break its leg off? I cannot break its leg off. I can work on only one place and break some of its armor off. I'll tell you what I want to do, though. I guess chat's on screen, so it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. But I have to stop looking at chat. I know you're all trying to help. But this may take a while. I may make many more mistakes before we get anywhere near success. I may do the opposite of what you think or know to be a good strategy here, and you're going to have to sit there and let it happen. Because I need to do this, and when I start splitting my attention and trying to take in stuff from chat, it's both frustrating and messy. So, hey, still stuff after this. Also didn't need or want to know that. Please, please, please. Stop telling me what's in the game. Stop telling me what's going on. Please. Resist is actually, I'd do better to move to the right. From health, it's 1 over to health boost. This is a really clunky menu. 1 over to corruption, then to detonating trap, then to fire resist. And then it's back to health potions. I may. Death, I may. The thing is, I'm watching the OBS preview, so I used to be able to just close my laptop lid, but I can't do that now. I realize because I'm watching the preview. I could switch modes on my television and get off of the preview. I could do that, but... right.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us. Some of his attacks I can kind of cope with, physically, mentally cope with. And some of them just take me for a ride.
lot of splash. And I have to... Stop it, dude. Stop it. Fucking stop it. Okay, you see how he's got some shoulders exposed? At some point I want to switch to precision arrows. Still need to knock extra arrows. Yes, and hit him in the shoulder like that. Over and over and over and over again without having him fall on us, run us down, blow us up. Or just straight burn me to death. Oh my God, come on. Dude, not cool! Come on! Come on! Come on, come on! Could you stick to a manageable attack pattern for a couple minutes? I'm losing my mind here trying to... Not arrows. Oh, and before anyone even suggests it, it is impossible to change the difficulty. On New Game Plus, you are locked in. It is not an option. Don't suggest it. Or suggest it, because trolling is so funny. We're gonna be here on Ultra Hard until this is done. And whatever's after it, we'll see. Okay, you do that. It's where's what I am looking for? Oh, I'm looking for. Mod slot inventory is full. Cute. Cute. Tear and handling. Tear, tear, tear and handling. Tear and damage. Handling, handling, handling. Okay. Damage and handling. Damage, tear, and corruption. Oh, that's a nice one. Damage and tear. And handling. Tear and handling. I was using the bombs first. I was allowed to put the bombs away. The bombs are not coming back out. The bombs were not doing much damage. Not that I can tell. That's right, we died, so the weapons and armor changed again. I'm leaving Shield Weaver on, that's good. For me, for now. I'm not bringing the Blast Sling back out. For now. Tear Blaster didn't seem to help. I am going to try the Ropecaster on him more. We got him down at one point. Use a lot of ropes. But if we could do that repeatedly, that might control him. Might control him better than anything else. Rattler is like a machine gun. But I don't think peppering him with porcupine quills is going to help. I'm not going to try and build up any elemental on him. In my big mouth. I'll equip the Blast Sling. I don't plan on using it. I didn't like... It's one of my favorite weapons, and I didn't like the results in this fight. But like I wasted a lot of time running around, hitting him with bombs that weren't doing anything. The reason I did that is I think it autosaved when we craft. Like that might preserve this setup of gear. You can also destroy this. It's another option. We don't have to override it, but at some point during the fight, another tower becomes available. We override that. We can actually destroy this for some bonus damage after overriding it.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Let's stop us.
Come on, don't tie his ass to the ground right now. Oh, come on! Fucking one-hit cheap-ass kills. Bro! Boom! This is wrestling move bullshit. Who taught it to do that? We got this.
Okay.
But that's cheap.
Ryan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for?
Welcome back. Ringleader, welcome back. That was cheap. I knocked out some extra arrows. I don't think they'll stick when I switch weapons. But we're gonna do this with tie downs, tear blast, whatever else it takes.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
That move! Dude! Wait, it's breaking them like crazy. Do you see that? Man, it's just breaking those ropes. It does not want to be tied down anymore. It's gonna hit me too. Did expose it. Check. We don't have time to miss the spot. Oh, or that. Come on, knock the arrows. Knock them. Knock them, knock them. It broke them all! And one hit killed us. What the fuck? It broke them all, and one hit killed us. It was nearly tied down again. It was frozen, nearly tied down, and it broke everything and one-shotted us. What the shit? I don't think this is gonna make a lick of difference, but let's just put a ton of prox mines where it spawns. Oh, that was not cool! That was not cool. God, that was not cool.
Unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Can't let it stop
It set off a prox mine that was left over, and I got caught in the splash. That had to be a combination of damage. I was going through its legs. It didn't sit on me or anything. Maybe it hit one of those.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower's for?
Since they started despawning after a while, let's see how many can stay. Let's see how many can stay. I was trapping this whole room up, but then as I was trapping it up, it started despawning. Kind of defeats the point of trapping the whole room if they just go away. Bleed. Sorry. Guess we're screwed then.
New unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
You see the damage numbers? 20 to 80. 20 to 80 were the damage numbers. Now we did get, it looks like we almost got a
little bit of his shoulder exposed, but that might be just... I don't think that actually happened. Just looked that way from the angle. That's not working very well this time. Maybe if I tie... I haven't tried to be very, What I do with the tie downs is just fire, 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 fire! Maybe if I fire at 2 arms, both legs, and the body, I'll get better results. S7, hello.
Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Something about restraints. You know what? I keep forgetting we have this thing that's going around too. I saw it before and then forgot all about it. Look for where it is.
I either need to destroy this thing or override it.
See what happens if I try to knock one of those down. It drops. Ooh. Let's see if it brings more. Maybe we can prep a few surprises. Here comes another one. Nice. Oh no, but look, now that one's gone. Fuck you! Come on! You're despawning my traps. You're despawning your own containers. That's not cool. Aww. That's just mean. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Stay. Now stay. Now there'll probably be more during the fight, but still. Don't see any reason that thing should despawn. It's sitting on the ground. It has not exploded.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Can't let it stop us.
Take it down. It's unbearable not getting the win or not being able to tell me how to get the win. I don't even know where that container went. Look around for more flying overhead. There it is. But where does it fall? It falls over here. By bringing them over here. There we go.
go. I don't think I stand a chance in hell at actually getting one of those to land on him. So if that's what works with those, it's not even gonna happen. I see them flying overhead. I can knock them down, but the odds of knocking them down and having that slow fall land on this fucker's head, I just don't see it. Now tying him down repeatedly seemed to be working, making some progress. It was unbearable, the fun. The puns are good. Okay with the puns. This guy. Stop it! Fuck you! Damage that's doing. Look at how little damage that's doing compared to the arrows. Holy shit. Arrows do hundreds. Those were doing dozens at best. Sticky bombs stuck to his sore spots weren't doing shit. Noted, noted, noted. Are we on the same page there? Okay. We're not going to use those anymore because that didn't work. Ropes are hardly getting him there. Come on. No time for crafting and knocking extra arrows and... got the other tower up yet. Come on, move over here. Aloy, come on, move over here. That's not good when he does that.
Deal with the tower. Quickly!
What did she say to do quickly? You can tell me. What did she say? She said do something quickly. Feel free to tell me what she said. She said quickly do fucking something. Tower. Tower. Oh, the other tower. Thank you. Gray. Okay, hold on. We can get the other tower another way. I gotta get some arrows knocked, and we gotta get asshole on the ground. Also, I see that thing flying over him. We might actually be able to drop it on him after all. Come on.
Deal with the tower.
Working on it. Okay, the blast is breaking the ropes. The blast breaks the ropes. No more blast. No more blast. No. No. I'm not sure where else to hit this fucker. He's got so much armor. Come on! We could try blowing up the towers. We get extra damage for doing that. If he's close enough to the tower. He's breaking the ropes. He's doing his psycho bullshit again. breaking ropes. He's not... He's breaking them! Come on, stop breaking them!
Alright, tower, we'll go another route.
You guys better keep him contained. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Get me out of the lava! Oh my god. Get me out of the fucking lava. There isn't another control tower, right? We already blew up one. Ugh. Come on! Oh, this guy.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Okay, Small, thank you for the follow.
New unit that
Welcome.
Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. Stay still.
Okay, this just requires a lot of patience. So much patience. Would you go down, dude? Knocking Tear Blast for this shoulder. Even though I haven't destroyed the other shoulder, I did get the armor off. Serenity now! Tie this asshole down. Come on, stupid menus! Come the fuck on! Hold on. Earbuds are falling out. And bombs everywhere, and this guy's loose again, and breaking them all. Doing his shit again. He's cheating! He's animating! He's fucking animating! He's supposed to be down! He was tied down! He had to tie down! Cheater! Cheater! Fucking cheater! Battery's low. Nice. Nice touch. Oh, you lie down, asshole. You lie down. Pretty old. Another tower. Repairing the machine. Fuck you. I'm out of wire! Oh, we are so fucked! I am out of wire. We are out of wire. Now, there's stuff to scrap. There's scrap, but there's not a lot. I mean, whatever it is, it's not a lot. Whatever it adds up to is not a lot. I've left then. Oh my God. That part's easy. I got another controller too, but this just sucks. A workable strategy that I can't use. Whoa! Oh, fucking A, baby! Woo! Yeah! Woo! My God! Was that some clutch shit?
Excellent!
Woo! Oh my God! So, did you see how it went down? Sticky bombs, and it had some
Towers.
it had on its back. I was winging the sticky bombs in a straight line, and they were going ding, 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 boom, 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 boom. Oh, I thought we were so screwed.
Whatever you're going to do to that tower, do it now.
We should be fucking dead, my friend. What happened here was a miracle, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it.
That's appropriate. Holy cow. Oh, man. Ran out of wire after all. Damn.
The tower. Perhaps it must be destroyed.
Nah, let's just leave. Let's just go. That was intense. Okay, so now that that's done, what's the best way to take that thing down? I know we've got probably badass frost containers up above that I can knock
What
down.
must be done with it?
Jay, you didn't thank your teammates. Thanks, guys. I don't know how much of a help they were, but surely they were of some help. Wire. So much wire. Rope, 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 rope. In the end, we got Blaze, but what kind of arrows were you using? A lot of Tear Blast arrows, precision arrows, and I was using tie ropes, which used the most. It was the tie ropes that ate him up.
It must be as you say. The tower is the key.
Critical threat detected by Compass Defense operative. Running our network.
Maria! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free.
Free!
You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
Let's go! Where are we going? Go, go, go! No, there isn't, Hi, Colonel.
One of those?
It's the only way!
You can do it! Aratak! Hold on tight. Don't you let me go!
Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Aloy, you got plenty! But alright. I'm disappearing.
Great Manukai!
Snow angels.
Maria is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
To return to Araya's retreat. Fantastic! So, sounds like Frost was could have been a real plus in that fight. Ice grenades, ice rail close range attack, electrical arrows on its back. The ice canisters that we could drop would explode when it got close. It certainly did not take the most efficient path towards defeating. Oh, Lord. That was something else. Where are we? We've been through and through and come out over here. Back to Araya's retreat. Let's make we need to make a, this may be done, but we're gonna make a shopping trip for some wire. Triglyph, how odd. Got the Adept Strike Bow to replace the Adept Hunter Bow, but with the same mods. The bow does about 100 less damage to a Thunderjaw. That is odd. What did the numbers say for the appropriate damage type?
Peace and harmony.
You're seeing 100 less in practice, or you're seeing 100 less on the stats?
The white teeth were the only word I wish to be part of.
Okay, we may as well. This is sort of a formality, but why not? Sparkers, we got a lot of sparkers. Yeah, gonna have a really good dinner after this. That's the plan. The stats say the opposite. Strange. The strike bow you need to charge. I think I did finally try to charge it, but I didn't wait long enough in that battle. It was no time to figure out how long I had to charge the thing. You have to hold it until it's charged or it won't do full damage. Oh, you guys, are you talking to Triglyph? Strike bow? The Adept Strike Bow. You have to hold it until it's charged or it won't do full damage. Triglyph, I think that was for you. Right on. That works. Try that. Whew, okay, I'm just breathing. Just breathing. Breathing over here. Sell all the things. Let's go for a ride. Things here. Where'd that campfire go? I'm gonna save at the campfire and then let's ride to Arrayas. Oh no. Oh no. Nay, Amanda. You went into the final boss with 80 wire on ultra hard. I went in with about 400 wire on ultra hard. And I still struggled. How long were we there? 2 hours? 80 wire. I ran out of blaze in the main game, the final fight. We had taken it from, throughout the game, we'd gone from normal to hard to very hard. We finished on very hard and I ran out of blaze during that final fight. I think we finished with, does anyone remember how many seconds we finished the main game with? It was about 22 seconds on the countdown. All right, I'll say no more. 5 hours. 5 hours. Well, cheers to you for sticking it out. That's up there with some of the longer boss fights I've ever had in games. 5 hours. We have gone over 5, but that one there just now, I think we spent about 2 hours. It was not a record here, but whew.
The songs are more than just stories. To sing
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
They might. Don't blink. Anyone remember MGS2 but the Solidus fight in MGS2? I think we spent at least 4.5 hours on Solidus. And then there was the boss. I mean, I know we spent 4.5 hours on the boss in Snake Eater Run. Oh God, why am I going this way? Hi. Hello. Hi, come through. Serpentine! Serpentine! No, no, go, go, go! Serpentine! Serpentine! Go, goat! Look out, goat! Look out, goat! Oh, God, too late. Okay, I steered for him. I'll admit it. It's been a long day.
Let's see what this blue gleam is worth.
Do I not? Are you sure? Are you sure I'm not spoiling for another fight? Maybe I am. So we'll be starting Assassin's Creed Origins on Tuesday after all. Slight change in schedule this week. I won't be available Monday, so we'll be starting it on Tuesday. And we'll have an extra stream on Wednesday to make up for Monday. Maybe ramp up the difficulty. Dude, it's maxed. In fact, on New Game Plus, you can't change the difficulty. So if you start New Game Plus on Ultra Hard, that's it. You won't be changing it back. That's why you died so many times. Yeah.
Oh!
We'll just call it that. Because we were on brutal difficulty. Bye, Roach. We'll see you later.
Maybe I can trade this blue gleam.
Good luck with that, Aloy. That's how she jumps. Doesn't like landing on top of things with her feet. She likes grabbing things with her hands, and she won't hear anything about it.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and
Wait a
stored
minute.
in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Sorry. Right. We
I
have much
wonder
to
what they'll trade for
discuss.
blue gleam.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Well, we are definitely talking to an AI now. What are you? Let's get a lore dump, hey?
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
That was for Naomi.
This Firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact
Sequel?
with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Maria said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Ourea as well.
Thought we got the trophy for doing all. Not sure. We can check. I saw a pop-up trophy for... but we'll see. Any more on what is Hephaestus?
What do you think Hephaestus is exactly?
A software entity of great complexity, far more advanced than I am. From the beginning, it has demonstrated a singular focus: the construction of machines designed to hunt and kill humans. My trace routes indicate that to accomplish this goal, it has attempted to take over the manufacturing centers you refer to as cauldrons. But its efforts have only been partially successful. Some it can penetrate. Others have robust countermeasures that frustrate its efforts. In me, however, it found an easier target. Not only could it break my defenses, I also controlled all of Firebreak's resources. Raw material, manufacturing to bootstrap more advanced tools, and unlimited geothermal energy.
Enough to build its own cauldron.
Yes. To construct hunter-killers without external limitations. And yet, it does have internal limitations. It wants to kill humans, but not to exterminate them. It is difficult to understand where it draws the line and why.
difficult doesn't even begin to cover it.
Even though I spent years as its unwilling servitor, its core programming remains a mystery to me.
I believe part of the answer to that puzzle is in the end of the main game, so I don't want to discuss it too much. But why would the machines want to kill without exterminating? Something to think about. And I might have mismatched some of the lore there.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party.
Last girls
These
on
provided me
Earth.
with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
Could we get a sample? Concrete Beach Party.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines. Was that part
Living
of
in
the
a
project?
servitor hell.
A drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger
We still
Blevins,
know our
the security
worth.
chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you.
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point, a concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
How did you do that fight without wire? Fight without wire.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
Clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
And a lot of skill, I bet. Oh, you didn't know about the ones above. Yeah, I didn't. I'm a very stubborn person. I noticed them, and I kind of refused to try and use them properly. I looked at that. No way am I gonna get that to land on him. But, you know, if we drop him and he moves near them and then they go off. I was too stubborn to try in the middle of the fight. Not much. You didn't even use those. Well, cheers on the finish then. Farewell, spirit. Farewell.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Ourea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
Tell the Banuk the truth. You've got to tell them the truth. Tell them, don't lie. Use your judgment. You know, when did an AI's judgment ever falter? Not like there was ever a movie called Terminator or a game called Horizon. Take it gently. Hey, gotta have heart.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon
probably
consideration,
will.
I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
It would. Because at heart, you want to be honest, right?
I see. I will follow your advice. Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world?
Sure, Edie.
I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can.
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees.
Check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Cyan, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, Cyan. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and We need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, Cyan. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, Cyan. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, Cyan. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, Cyan. As long as you need.
Think of summer sun. Breeze through the trees.
AIs that don't want to kill everyone.
My chieftain,
Just... Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down.
Not
You
in the
helped
end.
her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warrak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The Daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the Cauldron?
Yes, Fire Claws. Now Tuke has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Five more fuck you bears. So, Here's how we're going to handle that. And some of you may see this coming. Conquer the mountain! So, as we have returned to spend more time with Geralt, a few days here and a few days there, so we shall continue with Aloy and spend a few days here and a few days there. Because this NG Plus has just begun. And okay, we've got more bears to kill. Sure, but that can wait. We've done our due. We've done the deeds. We've done the DLC. And there are more bears to kill. Good for them. We'll be back. We've got all of this to do again. So, most of November, or the rest of November, is gonna go to Assassin's Creed. We'll be starting on Tuesday. But we'll be back. We'll do the rest of this NG Plus on Ultra Hard. And we will fight more bears. Where did it end up? It's an errand out of the forge. Altuk has tracked the fire claws that escaped the cauldron. The cut is still under threat until they are destroyed. Well, that's awesome. But we are nearly 2 hours overdue over time, and it's been awesome. Thank you all. Thank you all for the excellent company today. As always, you're new here. Welcome aboard. K Small. Beatka, I think I missed before. Robo Death, welcome aboard. Hope you'll join us for many more adventures. Vancouver bound, if you're still out there, thank you for the sub. Thank you all for the sub support and the host love. Most excellent adventure today. And many more to come. Ultra Hard for the challenge. Thank you, Terry. Colonel S7, Mr. Gilly Star, Misbehave, Old Blood Wolf, Commander Tomalak, Nayamander, TYB. Thank you all. Chatters, lurkers, lovers all. I will see you on the other side. For now, I bid you goodnight. See if we can find someone to drop in on. Yes? Yes. How good it is. Good night, Matthew. Good night, everyone. See you on the flip side. You're gonna go sell my blue gleam now. Good night.